Judith Thorne, MentoneLess is not moreThe. Shortened formats of the word today and PM have certainly left the audience wanting more. Against the backdrop of the revelations of the Banking Royal Commission, and the pressing issues of the environment, immigration, overdevelopment, infrastructure, rising inequality and poverty, healthcare and cybersecurity, to name but a few, it's time the ABC bean counters admitted that they got it wrong. Gary Ross, HeidelbergIs there a doctor in the house. John Laurie, Green Guide, April 26, a new Dr. Blake series without Dr. Blake might even be an improvement. Scottish cop show, Taggart, managed to air 16 series with little or no effect on ratings without DCI Taggart. Ian Dale, Rosebud It's So Smart comedy had been enjoying Dave Hughes's lighthearted look at everyday topics. Hughesy, we have a problem, but last week's episode stooped way too low with a gratuitous insult from one panelist to another that they were not very bright because of their admission that they might have a brain injury from a serious knock when they were 16. Audience laughter. Introduced the head of Brain Injury Australia, who confirmed that there were 700,000 Australians afflicted with this condition. Further jokes and Hughesy produced a helmet for the sufferer to wear. More banter and off to an ad break. No more celebrity humor insights for me. Judy Nicole, East Ringwood Channel 9 has done it again and again. On Wednesday we get Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory, then a momentary break for Britain Hasn't Got Talent, and repeats of Young Sheldon and Big Bang Theory in less time than it takes to have more than a quick coffee. I like my repeats to be at least a day apart. Dennis Fitzgerald, Fox Hill. Nothing new under the Eurovision sun. It seems year after year SBS shows endless repeats of the Australian singer representing Eurovision. This year is no exception, with Jessica Mauboy singing a whinging, whining song, which sounds no different to last year's entry. An original song would be most welcome. After watching countless repeats for this year's Eurovision, I have become extremely efficient at hitting the off button on my remote control. D. Smith, Camberwell. Stan Grant leads by example. What an excellent interviewer Stan Grant is. In matter of fact, he is well-informed, intelligent, and when engaging with his guests, he does not allow personal bias or ridicule to invade the conversation. Other ABC commentators could do well to follow his example. Pam Swirsky, Barrick Truth in advertising. We might think that the admissions during the Royal Commission into banking could have caused banks to reconsider their ads. It might have suggested that the ad in which a bank is mocking the bloke checking the structure of the house, or an investment in a family home might be the image they want to portray, against the bloke looking at prices in the area and concerned with just investment. Rennie's with them. Williamstown bullying allegations. A sad state. As an avid listener and member of the radio station Joy FM, the recent bullying allegations deeply sadden me. The quality and depth of shows like Saturday Magazine, among many others, provide an essential service, especially to GLBTI kids who need a voice that truly reflects themselves, and it's straight from the streets. Melbourne is a city that often takes community radio for granted. If we lose that level of diversity in our media, it's a price that's too high to pay in destroying the creative and intellectual soul of our city. Thinking local and acting global is more important than ever now than petty politics. Mona Smith, South Yarra. Whether you favor a republic or you are a royalist, there is no need to use disgusting and disrespectful language. I refer to John Fane on 24/5, referring to the new royal baby as a royal brat. He then went on to deride the royal family and readers of the Women's Weekly. After many years as a loyal listener to John Fane on 774, I have left this program forever. Brenda Rowlands, Mount Eliza. Where's the respect? John Fane rather overstepped the good taste mark when referring to the new royal baby as the royal brat. 774, 24/5. No one in their right mind believes in the divine right of kings, but judging by the number of family and friends who have thoroughly enjoyed the Netflix series The Crown, the current royal family story and their history still resonates. The House of Windsor is a lot more fun than watching all the lifestyle, wedding, cooking stuff. Long may it last. Regardless of his well-known opinions, a little bit of respect would be appreciated. Suzanne Katz, Canterbury. Soundtrack overbearing and brilliant series. Peter Grest's General Monash and Me Part 1 was absolutely brilliant. I learned so much more about World War I tonight than I ever knew. Unfortunately, at times, the music drowned out the dialogue. Looking very forward to Part 2. Elaine Granger, Lara Tank proves a clunker. How bad does Hard Quiz make Think Tank look? I used to love Paul McDermott in Good News Week, but here he is neutered, whereas Tom is triumphant. 1 hour versus 1/2, and the number of questions would almost be the same. Why the horrible pauses, the clunky music and soporific repetitions of Tank? It has to be the wordiest show ever. Likewise, the format is as cumbersome as hard quiz is clean. The comparison could be used as a film school unit. Ron Thomas, Calora my mail letters, including your name, address and daytime phone number, to ggletters@theedge.com.au.